Hey everyone, and welcome to the third pedal. This video is long overdue. However, the race car deserves a little update video. A lot has changed. I got a splitter on the front here. I took the grill out of the bottom. That's where the intercooler will sit. I fixed where the lower valence got ripped off by the tow truck driver. Fixed that. It's actually a really easy fix. The splitter is broken. I actually got it off of a Legacy my buddy has. We cut it to fit, and it actually fit very, very well. And it looks pretty decent. Nice free little mod. We removed the fog light because one of them was broken. We're actually going to run those as little air ducts to the brakes to keep the brakes cool. Have not put the wheels or brakes or coilovers on it yet. That's all coming. Other than that, exterior wise, not much has changed. Still the same little Volvo S60. Interior wise, the manual swap is done. Door panel is still off because I need to get glass for the window there. Interior, we're waiting. We actually are modifying the original seat brackets to fit racing seats. We did go with a budget seat for now, and we have to make it work, but it will work, thankfully. We'll have to get a roll cage and all that fun stuff in here too. Got to get the third brake light remounted, but first we got to get rid of all that awful tint off the two back windows and the rear window. Door panel still on that side. Still tossing the idea around. If we can make a cage fit with the door panels, I'm probably going to keep them. Just because it adds, I don't know, kind of that street but also track feel that I kind of want to get with this car, because I'm keeping all the HVAC stuff. I mean, the car's not going to have AC, obviously, but I kind of want to keep it all there, kind of have like the track version of the S60. I do have the adapter for the racing wheel. I don't have a racing wheel yet, so that I also have to buy, but I do have an adapter to put the racing wheel on. Found one of those, thankfully. As you can see, let me get this out of the way, this box. 3 pedals in the race car. The shifter is hooked up. There's third. Oh, that's fuel line. Whoops. It is hooked up, as you can hear it. Going between third and fourth there. So that means the biggest change of them all is under the hood, and you can probably already guess. The engine and the transmission are in. Now the engine is out of a 2004 Volvo S60R. As you can see, it has a long way to go. I have it all covered up and everything plugged to keep everything out of it. We've had pretty awful weather, so can't really work on it because of that fact, but we are ready to start getting things buttoned up under here. Very exciting. You see lots of room for the radiator and the intercooler to go in. Turbo is going to go on back here. We haven't really done anything besides putting the engine in. I haven't even gotten the water pump or anything for the timing belt figured out, besides setting the pistons at top dead center. We have, ooh, and I lost a plug. I'll have to go get another one. Glad I saw that. Turbo is going to be back there. As you can see, we have the angle gear in there as if this thing's going to be all-wheel drive. It's not. It's going to be front-wheel drive because we're not going to try and convert it. Interesting clearance issue we might have, I see. We'll deal with that later. But other than that, the engine is in. So that is very, very exciting. I need to put the computers back in. The computers have been out of it. interesting how I'm going to do this because this car is originally an automatic. Probably gonna have to go standalone, but I have an RECU and the ECU that came with this car, so we're going to play around with those. Maybe we can do something before just jumping on a standalone. Even if we have to modify, if we can modify the factory ECU, which I'm getting mixed answers about that, so we'll figure that out. So I had to cut away there for a sneeze, but we're back. Yeah, engine's in. I kind of have the harness just thrown there right now. This part of the harness goes along the subframe, and this is your coils, and your injectors are somewhere. They're right here. Fuel injector, harness, coils, and stuff like that. So we still got a lot of things to do with this car before it's gonna run. So, however, we're closer, and hopefully I can hopefully can get it running before winter. That is my goal. If that's gonna happen, not so sure. There's a lot of stuff to do. However, the engine is in, and that is a big step because it sat without an engine for months. So anyways, this thing is almost ready to go. I have pretty much all the parts. Intercooler wise, that's not lining up. Cool. Intercooler wise, we are actually going with a stock intercooler for now. I probably will go with I will definitely go with a larger intercooler when the time comes, but for now, just to make it run, we're going to run with the stock intercooler. Now, the intercooler on these things, on the turbo models, would be in between. I'll just go ahead and open this back up. It's all under here. And so you'd have your radiator, your intercooler in the middle, and then your condenser for your AC. Since this car won't have AC, the intercooler is going to be right there, and it's going to get lots of cooling. So we might be okay with the factory intercooler. We're still going to probably upgrade it just because it would be better to have a upgraded intercooler for track use, because this thing's going to see a lot of track use, and that means a lot of heat. So we got to keep that intake system cool. So we'll see how good that does, but we already know it's probably going to be changed. But anyways, there it is. This car is almost ready to be back in action after sitting since 2017. So I'm very excited to get this thing back on the road. I'm also excited to get these awful wheels off, get some nice Brembo brakes behind there. Now the Brembo brakes came factory on the S60R, so I'm actually just throwing some S60R calipers on it, and we'll get upgraded suspension bits. But first thing, before we touch any of that, we got to get this running, because that's the most expensive part and the most time consuming. So anyways, we'll try to get some more videos out on this as we make more progress. But thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.